So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It's anyone's ball now.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He is through here. He could be in here. He's through and all of... He's had a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, he tried to go it alone and he wasn't too far away from pulling it off either. Everything was there apart from the finish.
Tchouameni spots it and intercepts. Elise. Mbappe. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this fella, Christopher Nkunku, is a player with a very interesting history in that he's played as a winger, a wing-back, a central midfielder, and now he's adapted his game to being able to play through the middle. It's quite remarkable, actually, that he's made this transition and he's made it work to such a great extent.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. He won't be happy with that one. Rudiger gets good distance on it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Chance! Saliba with the clearance. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. Elise, pass somewhat off target. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Elise! Loose ball now, and again! You can run onto that. Real chance! He's delivered all right! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's...
He's had a hit! It's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe! Madrid have scored two quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. That is a brilliant interception. Danger averted for now. Oh, this is a great position. Now it's Mbappe. No way through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nkunku! Well, there's the clearance. Brilliantly cut out. Camavinga.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. So the perfect chance to get one back. Mbappe ready to try one. Mbappe! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Back to within one. Interesting. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
He's a sharp little ball here. Great hit! And yes, it's there! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
And they're quick to get it back. Upamecano. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Saliba. Rudiger cuts out the pass. That looks a good ball through. Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Koundé is there, and he can get that clear. Dembele. Nkunku. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Thuram. Mendy. Great ball if he can get there. And the ball. Bellingham! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Madrid head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And the second half gets underway. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Upamecano makes the interception. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bellingham is there to clear. Nkunku. Now it's Mbappe. That has not gone well. Madrid have reclaimed it. Looking for the run. No, that's been intercepted. Olise. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Mbappe. Quality ball. Dembele. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, super. Thuram! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And that has been clubbed away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he welcomes it in. Mignon gets it clear. Nkunku. Mbappe. He's got away. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rudiger gets rid without sophistication. Lovely ball. Thuram! Goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Marcó en el minuto 61 el dorsal 9.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
He's got the shot away! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Belly is offering some sort of an apology there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Mbappe, and he's got the beating of his man.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that. Mbappe, Nkunku in acres of space out wide. Olise, Thuram, great chance! Now who's going to be in for the pieces? Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's a throw-in.
Cambio de jugadores.
Thuram, shot at goal! They've done it! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have ourselves a real game here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
France ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And through to the goalkeeper. Olise. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or...
Thuram! Goal! France! And the comeback is complete.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Hits one! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Habrá 4
He's
minutos
free,
de
he has got space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Time added on, 4 minutes. Threads one in. Upamecano. And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Valverde. Up he goes! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Elise. Now it's Thuram. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. That is good alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Thuram. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Konate calmly anticipates. That's been cut out, well played. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain... There's the hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And the header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Succumbs to the pressure. Nkunku. Now it's Thuram. Modric cuts it out. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. There's a sharp little ball here. Mignon deals with it effortlessly. Hernandez. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's found support out wide. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Thuram. Thuram! Goal! France! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
France have it back and can go again. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Mbappe! And he's following up! Konate gets it clear. Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That looks a good ball through. Look at the great hit! It's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. 5 minutes till the break. And it's Dembele. Oh, super find. Olise! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Olise. All played for Dembele. He can run onto that. Nkunku. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. And the first 45 minutes are up. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
There's the start of the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Pinches it off him. And there's green grass ahead of him. Chouameni. Thuram. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bellingham! Oh, taken with style! The second half off to a spectacular start! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
It isn't rocket science, is it? You know, when you're defending, you react to the danger, but of course, you must spot it in the first place, and they didn't. You know, they're not really looking up to pick the runners, and it was a cheap goal to give away.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the
He's through, it's 1-1. Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack.
He gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Great defending, strong and determined. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, that'll certainly improve their move. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Turns and goes back. France needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Fiddles it through. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Courtois claims it. Pass somewhat off target. And the shot! It
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Nkunku, he can run onto that. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Valverde couldn't squeeze it through. Chouameni. And he's quick to get it clear again. Nkunku. Just about up to 75 minutes. Chouameni. Olise. And he's there to... Can he finish?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Madrid have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Driving on and making good progress. And he's picked out the run.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Has a go! Good effort first time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
It's their second corner of the game. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for
Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Madrid have been handed a game-changing chance. And that's going to be a booking. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
To turn a depth. The comeback is complete! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Vinicius Junior driving through the middle. It's loose and real chance! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Time added on 4 minutes, and he was quick to react. And that's it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Madrid leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Couldn't squeeze it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mbappe concedes a free kick for that. He's only too happy to take that back. No, that was never going to make it. Oh, that is a nice touch. And the finish! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, good-looking ball. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
No way through there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's definitely not his best. Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And he's managed to get rid. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe, he can run onto that. And that is out of play. He's had it taken off him. Koundé plays a sharp little ball here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bellingham. Valverde. Pass is just off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only...
Mbappe! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Camavinga, unable to make it happen for all. There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Mbappe with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good strength. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And now the breakaway.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Keeper sees it all the way. Madrid heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, this is a shot at goal! He has done it! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Olise, nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Nice interception, well timed. Thuram chasing after it. Oh, what a ball! Mbappe! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So the team still separated by 1 goal, but it should be very different. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Madrid have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. We're underway again. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's through here. Eder Militao gets it away. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it. Just the goalkeeper. There's the hit! Really well taken goal. France are back on level terms.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Gol de Francia. Marcó en el minuto 53 el dorsal 9.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with 2 very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Dembele. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. He's through. Can he put it away? Goal! France! And the comeback is complete. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
France get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nkunku.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's shifting through the gears here. Courtois catches it safely. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. France have got it back, and they'll have another go. Chance! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
France just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Saliba cuts it out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. That is a great pick out. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He has found the way through. That is a brilliant interception. That has been cut short. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He can run onto that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that is expertly dealt with. Konate clears.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pinches it off him. Nkunku. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Right, Dembele. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Just too much on that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Great hit! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Bellingham. His interception, his positioning was spot on.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Picked out Thuram! He's got a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
France could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball, and he's there to get it away. Now it's Nkunku. Oh, played right into his path. He is through here. Oh, important interception. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The action has already started. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Thuram. Shot could be on. He's got the shot away! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Mendy spots it and intercepts. And that could set him on his way. Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's a pretty loose pass. That's headed upfield. Good spot, he's seen the run. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Bellingham. No, he's not getting past him there. Mbappe! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
That's a little off target. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mignon catches it safely. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe. Nkunku. Mbappe. Olise. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. There's the shot! He scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
France really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He won't be happy with that one. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Olise. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And here's Mbappe. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he latch on to this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Eder Militao, and he was quick to react. It's their second corner of the game. France are looking to go forward now. Just eases him off the ball. Great ball if he can get there. Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Bellingham. Oh, great chance. Eder Militao. And the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. And they can counter here. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. Chouameni. Now it's Thuram. Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's well spotted. Camavinga. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Vinicius Junior! Konate is there to clear. And here's Vinicius Junior. It's a great ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And the whistle goes for half-time. Madrid come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Madrid have ultimately had the better of things in the first half. Ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Well-timed, excellent interception. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's running through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Mbappe! That was travelling. Time then for the first substitution of the game. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, if that's the case, then, he's doing the right thing.
Thuram. He's in plenty of space here. Can he finish? He's been caught on it here. Chouameni with the clearance. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga short changes him with that pass. He shifted it to the flank. Mbappe. And the keeper's in command. And he thumps it clear. Now that's well seen too. Oh, super find. Oh, great. He's had a hit! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. And the header! He will be livid with himself. 60 minutes played.
Asciende a 70.987 espectadores.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And Nkunku.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Camavinga kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Valverde. Might be danger here. Hernandez. Vinicius Junior! Really well taken goal. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's
hits one! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid get their 4th corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Great defending, strong and determined. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Now Mbappe. Valverde. Threads one in. Saliba calmly anticipates. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mignon gets it clear. That'll be a throw-in. Camavinga. Dembele. That looks a good ball through. Mendy. Rudiger. Nkunku. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
France just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Tchouaméni picks it up from the goal kick. Modric. That is good alertness. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak...
There's the hit! Well, now, and it's come back out to him. It's an in for the pieces. They've done it! And they are dragging it back. Game on again! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play. It was well read.
Mbappe! And that would have won it.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be...
Oh, he's been caught napping! The final 5 minutes. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Big chance! Vinicius Junior is flagged offside. That has been cut short. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Now the finish! That's really well cleared. Thuram. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, that's a key interception. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. That's at the end. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Vinicius Junior claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big... Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Mbappe. Thuram! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, what a climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Konate gets over and intercepts. Well, the idea was a good one. Bellingham! Oh, taken with style. 2, and we've barely begun here. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Bellingham. 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Vinicius Junior! Olise. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Camavinga. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. He's shifting through the gears here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vinicius Junior. Oh, and he's through the middle. Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Mbappe. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Chouameni. France do have a chance to counter here. Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Caught offside that time. No, again there's no way through. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well timed, excellent interception. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Driving forward. Oh, he's found support out wide. Dembele has it in a wide position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hernandez. Nkunku. Valverde pops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. He could be in here. He's found a way through. Shot a goal! It's in! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Thuram, that pass has been well intercepted. And he was quick to react.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
He's looking to set free a runner. That's been drilled forward. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he get away here? Now, who's going to be first to this? Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And the action is back underway. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Camavinga is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Can he finish? No mistake! France are back on level terms. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
This has become one superb game of football.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good...
Great hits! And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Great, there's the hit! And he's following up! They've scored! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Dembele at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal. They just got caught napping.
Bellingham. Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. France looking to pass their way through. Real chance! Goal! France! And the comeback is complete. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively...
Face to face. Mbappe! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, that comes down as wasteful again. The pass broke the line, and the finish, I think, broke a few hearts.
Tchouaméni gathers from the goal kick. Oh, it's come loose. Modric. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intention. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Lacking in accuracy. Oh, terrible mistake. He's had a hit! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a sharp pass. Modric. He's through here. Now that's well seen too. Fiddles it through. Konate. Nkunku. And he's only too happy to take that back. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Rudiger cuts it out. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The ball has bounced loose now. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And the counter-attack is on for France. That is good alertness. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Tries a shot! Goal! France! Into the lead once more.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
France go into the lead. Yes. Mbappe! It's there! They have stolen level at the last!
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Oh, super find. Chouameni, and that's gone loose. And he's picked out the run. Can he finish? Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Madrid complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip.
Chance! And it's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Vinicius Junior. And no, that was never going to make it. Moved on forwards. Vinicius Junior. And he's quick to snatch it back. Nkunku. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. Courtois deals with it effortlessly. That's at the end. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Vinicius Junior claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. Mbappe. Foden charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's tried one! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Foden actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Well, there's the clearance.
Pretty robust defending.
And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. Now it's finished. And the shot! Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Decent hit! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to...
Haaland! Oh, what has happened here? Can he put it away? And he's gone looking for safety.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
First quarter of an hour gone. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Haaland. Now this could be a chance. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he's picked out the run. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. De Bruyne goes short. Oh, shooting chance!
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Pass is just off target. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And he cuts out the supply. Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rodri. Akanji. Tchouameni, and it's been given away. There's the hit! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Tramini spots it and intercepts. And that's put paid to a promising move. Great ball if he can get there. Mbappe, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Haaland. Doku. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Can he finish? Goal! And again they hit the front.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Foot in. Doku. Doku is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Mbappe, he can run onto that. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support...
Mbappe! And it's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's been taken short. Eder Militao. And he welcomes it in. Vinicius Junior. Now the finish! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they're at it again in double quick time. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other out.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, I've seen very little to indicate a comeback in this one, Peter. They've committed to this game with great desire and heart, and there's no need to back away from that.
Madrid lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Bellingham. Valverde, he could be in here. Oh, easy pickings there. Driving on and making good progress. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Hits one! Oh, taken with style! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And yes, it's him again. There's the shot! It's there! And they are pulling clear here. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. So now the difference is 3. Ruben Diaz kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a nicely measured pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. He's got the shot away! And he hits the net. They're back within reach. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Camavinga. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's had a hit! And yes, it's there! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Clinical. Vinicius Junior! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Interesting ball. Haaland. Not the most accurate pass. Foden. And he's away. Foden! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So their 4th corner of the game.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's picked his way through. Rodri. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. But that looks a cracking ball. And that's an errant pass. And that was very necessary. Cleared without complication. Oh, what a ball is in here!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Mbappe! Well, that looks a decent ball. Camavinga! Great chance! Akanji clears. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's a sharp little ball here. Valverde! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. That was travelling. to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Good effort from distance. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has been clubbed away. 5 minutes to add. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he was quick to react. And that's it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Mbappe, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. That's cause for mild irritation. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Thuram. Can he finish? And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Now it's Thuram. Dembele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is out of play. Nkunku. And he's managed to get rid. Camavinga. Interesting ball. Vinicius Junior! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Koundé with the clearance. France have the chance to go the other way. They get a throw in. Neither side yet able to find the net. Eder Militao is in a really good position out wide. And he welcomes it in. Shot a goal! That's going to go a long way. And he cuts out the supply. Camavinga. Olise. And here's Thuram. Olise! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Olise has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Olise gathers from the goal kick. And the keeper's got it again.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tchouaméni makes the interception. And the finish! Goal! France! And France are in front. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but
has a goal! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
He's got the shot away! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tchouaméni gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior hits one! And it's come back out to him. And that has been cleared. Big chance! And he's straight offside. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Thuram, and shapes to shoot! Goal! France! Into the lead once more.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
France go into the lead. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Stood up well to him there. Not the most accurate pass. You can run onto that. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Saliba cuts out the pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Camavinga has given away a free kick. Camavinga is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's...
Tries a shot! Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Vinicius Junior, well timed, excellent interception. And here's Thuram. Oh, there's a probing ball. Camavinga, Tchouaméni, and the first 45 minutes are up. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
We're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances...
Cuckoo! It's anyone's ball now. Eder Militao gets good distance on it. Nkunku gets a good foot in there. And he's gone looking for safety.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Thuram, he might be in here. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Madrid present their opponents with the best possible chance here to further improve their position of comfort. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois. It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Thuram. And here's Thuram. Thuram goes steaming forward. Eder Militao did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, super find. Oh, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, that's a key interception. Olise has created one goal already. He's played him through. And a shot! It's a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
That is good alertness. Modric. That looks a good ball through. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Swift, incisive, deadly. All done in a matter of seconds.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That has been cut short. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, he's burst. Great hit! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And that is a little undercooked. Aimed beyond the defence. Nkunku, he's found a way. There's the hit! They are rampant! And surely that settles it. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
France blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Nkunku is the guilty party there. And that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, easy pickings there. Koundé. Barcola. Chouameni. And he's intervened well there. Nkunku. Kolomouani. Mbappe. Always onto this. Now Eder Militao. Chouameni spots it and intercepts. And he thumps it clear. Chouameni. He could be in here. And through to the goalkeeper. He's gone down, but oh, terrible mistake. Can he finish? He's got a goal! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Terrible error, duly punished. And that means just one thing. There's the shot! He scores!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
And there was his third. That's that, the end. Madrid have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.